afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, the only sanctioned source of communities to entertainment in these dark and forbidden times. Foreboding. Off to 1 vs 1 on Faymonville Approach. In the south, it is Orangepest, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the... Oh, let's just go with 2nd Panzer Division here with German Infantry versus north. It is McBain, fighting for King and Country, the Commonwealth, the British Army. Taking on the role here of the Guards Armour Division. We got German Infantry of Orangepest for the 250-1 half-tech, veteran squad leaders, Stormtroopers, Sultan Hold, and fragmentation bombs with pack infantry and Panzerfaust bulletins versus Vanguard, advance emplacement, and Royal Artillery with triple infantry. Triple section start with McBain, Grenadiers 74-2 for Orangepest. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps with YouTube's increasingly Kafkaesque algorithms, and certainly helps me, get more videos up to more people. Plus, you're more likely to actually get them, notifications about them. Also, big thanks to my patrons and supporters who definitely form my own personal company of heroes, as they allow me to keep doing what I do on a monthly basis. A big thanks to them. You too can join the ranks by Patreon and Patreon, and also just donate if you feel like that. Section here, going to the building for the MD42. Bit awkward there for Orangepest, quickly routed. Up north is where Mahime Falls is heading for now, as McBain strikes for King and Country. Now they're going to escort there for Orangepest. Sam's going up with the car front there. It's going to definitely make it hard for him to push towards the centre south. So definitely force him thinking to the north a bit there for now. Second going to escort there halfway done. Section almost done there with the sandbags. And there you go. Section also going to do is here. No cover. Oh, they actually have heavy cover. And they're going forward in the section. Oh, they were actually moving away from it for some reason. Bit awkward there. Great opportunity for Orangepest to push out through the centre, perhaps. Gunnies falling back here. Since they can't really win the engagement as a section up north, Pioneers ground the point here. University halfway done there for McBain. Gunnies standing ready. MD42 moving in. Well, obviously, if it goes for next, probably another Grenadier squad. You can also consider an MD42 here. So that's what most people don't go for. There you go, 3rd Grenadier squad. We might see 4 Grenadiers, since with German infantry you do get a lot of opportunities to turn into 5-man squads. MD40 in the centre of the section here, opening up with the MD42 and steadily suppress them. Very good. Section right there by the northern munitions. Pioneers moving towards the eastern point here. Grenadiers advancing, going to go for that one. Basically just a one with the raw numbers. Definitely can work out. The opposite section can do a lot of damage to the Grenadiers before they get close enough to do the damage. So we'll be a bit risky there for Orangepest. University out here as well. It's going to throw that pressure, but there you go. McBain retreated rather than decide, to risk it out there. Orangepest should probably consider taking up next. McBain going for the Vickers here, not fast tech, so they might actually theoretically give Orangepest a chance to get out of the light vehicle to hunt down the University carrier. In theory, anyway. Sending southwards here. University coming towards the centre, back up the section there. Vickers K being added, standard upgrade. Then he's holding up the northern side here. We got the Pioneers sitting southwards. We got take down the way for Orangepest. Very good. So good. Popping in here, and we got the University that I think probing around here the edges of Orangepest base. Trying to figure out what he's up to, where he's going, and where he isn't going. Section in the south going to be trouble with MD42, and they're going to be moving in. And of course, the University here can give it a bit of pressure, a bit of awkwardness, but there you go. Section suppressed. Along Orangepest, they'll come them with a good German willpower, most importantly, guns. Quick turn around the MD42, second wing head. Will it be able to turn around there and get to cover before the MD4 turns around to deal with them? Looks like it will. Grenadiers ground the southern point, leaving the MD42 in its own device here. I feel that's a bit of a mistake, but there you go. Pioneers moving from the north with Grenadier support. That's definitely better. Vickers moving into here. And Orangepest lacking any immediate way of dealing with that, unless he has the flamethrower on the way. He does, but he may not be in time to deal with the Vickers. Plus, he's going to get focused down with the section. Yup. Almost got it ready there. Halfway done. More Grenadiers arriving here. University opening out there as well. Pioneers being bled out by the section. Almost there you go. But I think he's going to have to shoot the Pioneers. In fact, it might be too late, in fact, here for him. Yup. Lost the Pioneers. What a significant low here in the early game, particularly since he also just lost the flamethrower upgrade. That's just 60 munitions down the drain. I obviously understand, the desire to put that machine out of commission. Again, it had worked. It had been great there for Orangepest, but I feel like the rest there was too lopsided compared with the rewards. And again, part of the issue is just he's more focused on grabbing the southern munitions point and winning the engagement. I think had the Grenadiers been moved up here to assist, I think all of this would have been much more neatly fit into an actual winning engagement for Orangepest. But because these Grenadiers were not part of the fun there, things did not quite work out. That's actually an important thing to mind. Some players have a tendency of like over-focusing on like just grabbing points rather than just having the unit like assist in nearby engagement. It's one of those, I would say, smaller mistakes and sort of, you know, keep cropping up and can actually allow your opponent to like, you know, keep just snowballing a match slowly. Like to make a nice company up there. We got tech there from McBain and the British Army. We got sappers on the way there. Very good for him. Section about in the centre. Up north here, going against the point here. Not looking great there, though. We are getting the veteran score leaders, which is great. But the problem is the section's heavy cover. Although they are low on health, the gunners do have a chance there. In the centre, gunners been moving up. Vickers there gets a kill, but not on the gunner. MD42, though, gets a kill on the gunner. Very good. Now, of course, still the universal carrier there. 2-2 on the way, and no ACs anywhere nearby. Ready here from McBain, so there's actually a chance for Orangepest 2-2 to do some good work here versus McBain, and actually giving a bit of a hands up, perhaps, an edge, if you will. There we go, 2-2 out. Sappers being suppressed by them before 2 veterans who 1 gained. Sappers there being shot to bits, 2-2 setting out. Sappers around it. The South second around the point here. Heading for the northern point. Close to 1. There's 7 kills already. Certainly quite nasty there. So it's going to retreat in the face of the 2-2. Then he's moving up. Pack 44 up. He's obviously worried about the AC Mark III, which is going to be obviously one of the main issues here for the 2-2, though. So far, McBain is not making any great maneuvers towards it. Pack 40 almost done. And he's being upgraded. Reinforced. 2 to catch the investigator there, getting up some great hits in there. Seizing the southern field point. A lot of action going on here, though. Clearly a lot of pressure in the north here from McBain, looking to wrest control of it here from Orangepest and the German army. I think you need to retreat the before 2-2 going for the section, but they grab the field point. And we got Rollerton from McBain, the #1 British doctrine of choice as of late, just very flexible, and of course in possession of the Victoria Crutch, the Valentine tank there. Packlin is moving up, the Saps in trouble. Sappers around it, and the south point going towards the victory point there. Northern point routed there. Could do some light repairs here for Orangepest. Back here, section setting out. Of course, bolstered and everything. No sign of the officer yet here from McBain. Grab the southern victory point. Into front of the section, suppressed, but already taking casualty there. Gun is moving up. That's coming from the north. He's obviously worried about the AC Mark III, but I'm a bit concerned he might be playing the too cautiously in response to that, because that's still giving McBain then plenty of freedom of movement, which is not really what he wants to be giving McBain. But for now, he's still getting control of most of the map. They got most of the victory points, almost got most of the fuel points as well. That's actually pretty great for him. If he can like turn it into some fast armor here versus McBain. That's McBain. If he's not going for the AC Mark III, he could be possibly planning to take up himself fast and get ahead of Orangepest that way. That's going to be interesting there. Almost got the inverted here, but again, the 2-2 is just nowhere near to be seen. Again, he's very concerned about an AC Mark III on entered tank gun. And it's almost like McBain has picked up on this fear and he's just, you know, not going for them because he knows he doesn't need them. Which is certainly quite impressive. He's managed to deduce that one. Oh dear. Not ignoring it's finding the section. They walk right past him before 2. Vic's in a lot of trouble. Trying to move the 2 up here, but again, he's probably not going to do it because again, he's worried about the anti-tank gun select. Oh! Oh, that's a big one there. He wiped the Vickers machine gun. He's going to be able to grab it and turn against McBain. This is a big blow. This is McBain and a great tactical win there for Orangepest. Giving him another machine gun, of course, is huge. That's going to be even hard for McBain to use his infantry freely. See if we've set up for correctly. medic back on the way from Orangepest, and no sign of tech yet. You could also consider a Panzer Grenadier squad here, some Stormtroopers. I think those could also be quite good. Another section for McBain. Machine gun heading northwards. Healing up here, good work there as well. More healing, very good. That seems a bit redundant when he's doing in the base when there's medics. Bit redundant. Still no tech there for Orangepest. That's definitely something you should consider soon. Big push in the south here by the looks of it. Machine guns. Both machine guns in the north, but there's not like one in the south to help hold the position. I feel that's a bit of a mistake with Orangepest. I feel like he's committed too many machine guns into the north, and thus he's left himself open to like a rather big British assault there. 2 takes a damaged engine. Grenades nearby. Machine guns are being held up very slowly. Almost defending him the flank. Valentine tank out of McBain, and Orangepest still hasn't taken up. This, of course, is where the Valentine tank's going to come in and shine. We've got only one pack for to deal with it. And the armor threat here from Orangepest. He can't really punish the Valentine particularly well, and I don't think he's been laying down telemines either. So that's also going to be another way that's going to be like lacking to slow it down. We do finally get tech there, but he cut it out much sooner. Losing the south, he hasn't gained the control of the north either. We got the Valentine tank race rushing ahead from McBain and the British Army. That's going to be a real nightmare there for Orangepest and the Germans. A real nightmare. There we go. They get actually quite confident, charge right to the base. Seems like one of the Panzerfaust flubbed. Because in the end, while they've done a lot to try and fix the Panzerfaust, they still aren't. Like at this point, I think you should just replace them with an anti-tank grenade, and then like they want to keep the Panzerfaust turned into like some sort of like ability, like say the Firefly's tuber rockets, but just for elite infantry. You have to aim it manually, and if it misses, it misses. But if it hits, like at least it does some proper damage rather than always just like fizzles out. And even then, it's like particularly impressive. Almost got the Valentine tank here, but he's lacking spotters, and the pack misses. Oh bother, that's really bad there for Orangepest, meaning the Valentine tank actually escapes. Though it can soon push some armor out the support corps, which would of course be a really good idea. No further tech there from McBain. He's going to keep trying to catch up with it, but now there's also large blocking formation there from McBain and the Guards Armor Division, which can make Arch out of here for Orangepest to keep up and knock it out. We do get Stormtroopers out there, probably to spot for it, not a bad idea. Good hit there, almost got it, but again it's going to quickly escape behind the shrubbery there, and the Pack 40 I think like he could pursue here, but I feel like it's going to be incredibly risky for Orangepest to do so, but he's doing it! And he gets it. Oh boy, that was a really close one there. That was incredibly risky. And of course, McBain just replaces it. Obviously slows down his tech, but if Orangepest isn't taking up himself, it's not going to quite, work out that well anyways. And particularly loses the Pack 40, then it's absolutely not going to be worth it. And that's kind of like the main risk there, not just, the swing back from the second Valentine tank. If he lost the Pack 40, he'd be absolutely in a lot of trouble against it. Until it called in here by McBain. And the South Orangepest forced back here. But we got Assault and Hold. That's nice to see, though. I think this might have been a misclick or something, because certainly the timing for it seems a bit weird. There's something else went wrong. Hard to say here, but the timing definitely feels a bit off. Which is unfortunate since there's other than 70 munitions down the drain, which is not really opposite what he's looking for. Right now he's really short on manpower, so he can't easily just replace the losses, plus he can't push for the armor, which again really should be his main priority right now versus McBain, just getting out those fast panzers and start, knocking McBain's heads into a row. Sandbags in the center, up north, Universe coming about. Biggest southwards. Storms from ahead there. No, Storms are about to get wiped out, need to retreat. Then he's moving ahead. Support corps not being built. I mean, that's great for McBain, though. I mean, the longer he can keep Orangepest from taking out and pushing for armor, the better for him, since that means he can catch up himself. but also keep Orangepest in a slightly disadvantageous position because, I mean, right now he's not fighting particularly effectively here in evenly versus McBain a lot of the time, partly due against the Valentine tank. Ooh, that was a great one, but once more, can't quite get a wipe there. Machine gun up here. Oh dear, not a great setup there either. Mostly covering the trees, which is great if the squirrels were an actual foe, but they aren't unless your paratroopers airdropping in. Need to shoot the machine gun now though. Need to get those pioneers back. He needs to get that support crop. That really should be his main priority right now. Just getting out some armor really fast here versus McBain. Of course, the longer he delays his armor, the more time McBain gets, of course, to do whatever he wants to, which is not what I imagine should be on Orangepest, like overall, shall we say, to-do list. So there's some dicing action. You got the section there as the Gundiers. Gundiers flying back close to 20 feet. And there goes the Palmer crop there for Orangepest. The south got the victors the section. Gundiers grabbed the western fuel point. Gundiers was the section there as well. Bit of skirmishing. So Palmer core halfway down there for Orangepest. Just reinforcing healing. Unimass coming about 15 kills. Really great work there for it by with McBain. Sabre's winghead getting a kill there. But overall, Orangepest finding it's just also a bit sort of, it's not really focused. It's a bit here and there. There's no particular like drive or like emphasis on anything, which also makes it easier for McBain just like quickly move about and sort of deflect it because the attacks of themselves never quite particularly like, you know, directed in any like proper directions. So there's no like, you know, flank plans or whatever. So it's just easy for McBain to like find a, you know, gap and just push in. But you can go for the Panther 4 and that should help Orangepest significantly. We are finally getting the anti-tank guns, and again, like, with the 17mm mark, he hasn't really bothered before that. Yeah, no, I mean, he's, like, the thing is, again, Orangepest could easily, like, got the Panther 4 at least, like, you know, a minute or two sooner, so we could actually have that possibly by now. That'd be much better there for Orangepest, so not great there, not great. And before them the section. Terrifying weather from McBain at Orangepest. Mines up here, very good. Then lose their vets in 3 feet. 12 kills. Raft grenade failed to do anything. Panther right about done there for Orangepest. Pack dealing with a Vanto tank, he's pushing away. Still no tech from McBain, by the way. Still no tech. Nothing in remotely reassembling it further. But there you go, Panther 4 on the way. Not enough munitions remotely there for the pinlock machine gun, but oh well. Up north, machine gun right with the section. Panther moving ahead here, goes straight from the Vasco. Great hit. I imagine he's going to prioritise knocking that one out. Ooh, nice hit from the 6-point gun. Got it. Stormtroopers being host again. I probably should be saying no some flank missions in the south, to be honest. I also think Orangepest would benefit a lot from a mortar of even 2 of them here. Faymonville Approach is one of those maps due to basically being a tiny map where artillery is quite good because you can mostly just set it up in like a position where the opponent can't easily reach and still cover like significant chunks of the map. It's kind of one of the reasons why I don't like the map. It's just too small. That's actually a significant issue with some maps. So when coming to like, there's just a lot of maps, particularly like in 2 versus 2, they're just too small. 300 points left for Orangepest versus McBain's 357. She's a northern point here. Section moving ahead. Panther moving in as well. Finishes the section. Shot fight, nice work. Taken round by the Grenadiers. Cheeky breaky. And we got more pioneers for Orangepest to repair his armor, plus he lost another pioneer squad, so obviously he has to replace them. All of his tanks are quickly going to be rendered useless, which is definitely not something Orangepest can afford even remotely. North here, points being held. Mountain tank moving in. Finally got take up there for McBain. Will it be Howard? Will it be Anvil? Will it be just regular crumbles? No apologies there. Because they Valentine tank with veterans 1, Panther being fixed up, half H veterans 1. Pack lands a great hit on the Valentine tank. Section going ahead. Swiftly for King and Country, the Commonwealth, the British Army. Shoots and gets a slight kill there. But he can soon go for another Panther 4, but I'd strongly recommend Orangepest and Malta here. I think that do him a lot of good here versus McBain. A lot of good. Takes on the Panther 4. There's the section. Machine remains up there. Probably could move a bit more around to put pressure there. Maybe move for the northern munitions as well. A bit risky, obviously, but I think he can get away with it. Obviously, we know he can, but like theoretically, there should be like enough science he can get away with it because right now McBain's forces are heavily postured in the south, so north side is just more easy for him to push through there with. But it will. But yeah, he really should go for a mortar. I think increasingly. I mean, just the way sort of McBain's talking about his stuff, a mortar would be very potent. Could also be just like smoke out the anti-tank gun, making each of his tanks to move about, which of course would also be great. And we got Anvil tactics here from McBain. That's going to require Stuxton because the Panther 4 performs abysmally versus the Churchill tank. So you can see like with the two costs, I mean, the Churchill's not that much more expensive than the Panther 4 kit. Outperforms it significantly. Stormson dealing with the section. Need to shoot the stormtroopers. Big's advancing here. Not bad, not shabby. Need to shoot the stormtroopers though. Very low on health there. Mine hit on the pack 40 guns advancing. Section suppressed. Pack 4 advancing. He's calling artillery here. Probably on the machine gun position. So, oh, he's calling the pack. There we go. Finally shooting the stormtroopers. Good work. I don't think Orangepest is paying attention. Oh dear. He's got the machine gun out of there. Might be too late now. Whew. Half a second later and the entire machine gun would have been lost. There go Churchill tank away from McBain. That's going to require Stuxton from Orangepest. Like, just Panther 4s are not going to cut it at all. Not in a million years. Stug on the way there. Very good. Sturmgeschütz as from G. Seizing the southern points of the Grenadiers. Getting control of most of the map. If possible, Orangepest definitely should also consider laying down some mines. That would be very beneficial for him, and obviously less beneficial for McBain. Ooh, machine quad back. Got Storms from in there. Seconds suppressed. Storms is closing in for the kill. Stug almost done. And there you go. Churchill Mark 7 tank out here from McBain. That's going to be a problem there for Orangepest. Of course, he does have the Stug and eventually 2-pack 40, so he's obviously not completely out there, lost at sea here, but it's certainly going to be a bit challenging. Until the pack 40 gets wiped out, you'll see that machine to the Stug, I think, personally. Other missions going elsewhere. Panther running to firing fire there. He's finally adding a pin-up machine to that one. That's great. Going to be sent by the southern fuel point. Need to retreat soon before the Churchill tank evaporates them. And further north, you've got the MD4 troops. The section defend the northern retreat point successfully. Panther right by the 6-pounder gun. Needs to clear that one out fast. Stug going in there. South Eagles needs to retreat by the Valentine tank backing up the section. Not looking great here for Orangepest southern holdings. And there you go. Churchill taking advantage. Panther 4 dodges the shot. Stug moving in. Good hit. He likes to try and flank from the north, clear out the anti-tank gun. Of course, he's not aware where it is, I believe, but you know. If he were, he definitely should flank from the north. But already here we can see McBain's repositioning, probably expecting such a maneuver, at least anticipating it could happen. He decides that tactically the most prudent thing to do, of course, would be to get the anti-tank gun away from that possibility. So good work to McBain, thumbs up. But now Orangepest is going to need another Stuke here. Double Stuke I think is going to be necessary versus the Churchill tank. Plus, I mean, it's also great versus the Vantage tank because double Stukes have just have a good chance of destroying it. Booby trap the northern fuel point, very good.
Churchill here. Where do you want us?
Heavy Panzer Corps. Yeah, no. I definitely think that's a mistake at the moment. You should just be going for more Stukes, not take up. Not take up. So hits in the Churchill tank. Got the Valentine tank.
We've just lost some armor.
Moving against the sections. Closing them out and murdering them.
A capture point is being overrun.
Using northern points. Panther the half HP, which is pretty good there for Orangepest, but this is definitely not. Bit of quiet there. Still no sign of Mort here from Orangepest either. Sandbags being dug in the McBain, very good. Anti-tank holding up there in some cratering.
We're losing a capture point.
Around the section of the Vickers, very good. We got mines from McBain. Orangepest still hasn't laid down any mines himself, I believe. No mines from Orangepest. Moving up in the center, got the section holding up here. Virtually free 9 kills. Big grenadier push there. And we go, we do get assault hook. Very good, very good.
Trying to take one of our points.
Should be supporting this with his armor though. Definitely a mistake there by Orangepest. Like sending in his infantry with no Stuka Panzer to back it up is a definite mistake there. By Orangepest to significantly, I think, decrease the overall worth of this attack. And I think it would do a lot more damage here to McBain. Possibly overwhelm the anti-tank, clears it up fast. And also ready to hit the Stuke there. Blindly too far there. Definite mistake there. That's going to cost him the Stuke. That's going to be a huge blow at the moment here. Versus McBain, since it's going to be obviously one of his better ways of dealing with the church, as you can see there. Still penetrates, got the Panther moving up. He's not even moving up the grenadiers to try and plant it fast. Here in the Stuke. Oh, it is pointing in the wrong direction. Pack one's great hit. Target weak point. Oh, got it, got it. He might be able to finish off. Need to get the Panther on the fast again. If he can get rid of the Churchill, that'd be a huge there for Orangepest. And he gets it, but now McBain responds here with Perimeter Overwatch. That's going to make it hard for him to push any further ahead. Pack 40 wiped as well. Vantage tank here going for the Panther 4. Panther 4 does Vetsy 2. That's going to think less great here. We do have some telemines, so that's nice. Troops pinned down. Almost got Vantage tank. The Panther 4 takes hit. Panther 4 shoots and misses. Grabs the anti-tank gun. But he gets it back. Troops pushing ahead here. And he's got the Panther 4 to safety machine being hammered here. What? Wait, what? Strange. Did he call intel alongside the Mahirma Watch? Can you do that? Anyways, Vantage tank there. Less health than it probably should. Watch out. There goes something up, but there goes 5 from Perimeter. He's tagged through Orangepest Grenadiers. In fact, he might have lost the Grenadier squad here. Going for another Panther 4. Lost his Grenadiers. These this is brutal here for Orangepest. He pushed too far, they pushed too far, and has now suffered significant infantry losses, which means he just went from being a pretty decent position now being in a horrid one, because again he just lost most of his infantry. Meanwhile, McBain still has ample troops. Like, he's not suffering any losses then. Oh, he almost lost a Stormtrooper squad. Good God. This is pretty bad. Find 2 machine guns in the section still. Basically just walking up and attacking head on, clearing out head on. Grab the Pack 40. This is really bad for Orangepest. This is almost catastrophic, in fact. Like, he just lost, again, most of his infantry and an anti-tank gun. And, like, sure, he got the Churchill tank, but if he loses that much, it's going to be hard for him to, like, make any gains based off of this. And his Panzer IV's not being repaired either. That one's still awaiting repairs, because he also lost the Pioneers. So that was a really costly there assault for Orangepest. Really costly. And the price could prove to be too high. Across the Stormtroopers. Valentine tank being fixed up.
They're trying to take it.
Mine goes off, killing several grenadiers. Stormtroopers halfway to 53. We got 215, which 286. Season a southern point there. But he's definitely going to need to replace those infantry losses. Valentine tanks hanging out there for McBain. Guns in the south need to retreat before they get wiped. Meanwhile, up north, we got a big push here by McBain. Orangepest northern positions are pretty thin. Like, after suffering all these losses, he probably should have pulled back to, like, defend smaller patch of territory more efficient. Instead, he's still, like, trying to maintain more. Oh, good lord. He's going to lose the Stormtroopers as well. Oh, he missed time to tactical assault there, or tactical advance. Really bad now for Orangepest. Again, he's down to just 1 infantry squad, 2 machine guns, a Pioneer squad, 2 Panzer IVs. He just does not have enough infantry. He needs to absolutely prioritize now getting more infantry. Otherwise, I do not think he's going to have long for this world. Fixing up the sappers. Machine gun, there's the grenadiers, moving ahead. Second suppressed. Biggest deal in the section in the center. We got 213 to 273. Pinned down to the ground like insects.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Oh, dear, we got a sniper on the Orangepest now. This definitely does not feel like the right time for a sniper personally. Like, I can see the logic in it, but I feel like it's a slightly misapplied logic here when he banners any troops. Ooh, almost got the sappers there. Could get the pack 40 with the Vickers. There we go, tank through it. Yup, that pack is going to get wiped out. He even got the other one there with the Panther 4. Great stuff. Church tank up from McBain. Still called in, possibly on the Vickers machine gun here. Sniper almost done for Orangepest, but the thing about the Churchill tanks is now it's going to be useless. Obviously, so would more infantry, but you know. He's getting the Panther 4 to safety. Got a fragmentation bomb in somewhere. Oh. Beautiful wipe in the section, slightly close to the infantry gap there. Soon McBain has the Churchill tank out, and Orangepest only have 2 Panther forces trying to stop it. That's going to be a bit ambitious, particularly when McBain still needs 1 anti-tank to back up the Churchill. More grenadiers for Orangepest, that's good. But it's also going to need more Pioneers. So there goes second Churchill tank out from McBain for the British Army for the Commonwealth. Need to fix up that Panzer 4. Valentine tank setting out there. Machine gun setting up. Taking fire from the Valentine tank. We got the Pack 4 nearby as well. Panzer 4 rolling heading for the German army for Deutschland.
Ready to bombard with the base howitzers.
Great hit on the Valentine tank here. Close to the ace with the Panther 4. That's certainly helpful versus most things, but probably not so much the Churchill tank. Sniping out there for Orangepest. Ooh, rear hit on the Churchill tank by the Panther 4. Another hit there, surprisingly, going through. 3 kills on the sniper. McBain's rolling his Churchill tank straight towards the Orangepest base. Holding up the north side here. Probably should reposition things a bit. And I probably should just retreat them both to get them reinforced. Like they're both down just 2. And could easily, I think, instead risk getting wiped there by his opponent. Which would obviously be great for McBain, but less amazing for Orangepest. There goes Stug on the way. So far, the A Panzer Corps is not really doing a lot of good. Like, again, you got some of the theoretical, like cheaper reinforcement and the faster capturing speed, but I don't think either of this is really going to help stop the Churchill tank. Machine gun it is, not the machine gun though. Both panels almost good to go. Vanton tank making a rush at the sniper, didn't pan out though. And we finally got someone in the south here again from Orangepest. Though he's still just 2 infantry squads, that middle so is his opponent. But those are actually 3 5-man sections. And you know, his men are not. Duke's heading out there for Orangepest. Sanctioning to the Vickers machine gun. Murdering them out there. And the south got the Vickers. Well, Vanton tank pushed back the Grenadiers. Need to retreat the Vickers though before it gets cleared up by the Churchill tank. Vanton standing out there very close to the ace level section. Ooh, could clear out the anti-tank. They've got Churchill moving up there. The Stuke finally arriving here for Orangepest. Tank being murdered out. We got another perimeter overwatch here. Panzer getting ace level. Stuke going the Churchill tank failed to go off. They're offing off the anti-tank gun. Gets it. Great stuff there. Panzer gets a penalty hit. Stuke gets a good hit there. Might want to get up there. Panzer to help flank the Churchill tank. Stuke there gets another hit in, I think. Smoke's been popped here. Got the other Panzer moving up. Very good, very good. Great hit from the Stuke there. Punches through the Churchill tank's armor. Panzer moving up. Grenadiers hold up the center. Sabber's being bled out. And there goes Churchill tank down to half health, but is also half HFS too. Destroying the anti-tank and denying it here to McBain and the British Army. Now the 6 Pounder gun there from McBain. Panther 4 streaming ahead. Need to be careful with the Panther 4 though. Almost got the Churchill tank, but he can't quite pursue and finish it off. The artillery rain down. Grenadiers got wiped out. Another stinging in from the brother Orangepest. Brutal losses there. Brutal losses.
Anti-tank gun ready to do some damage.
6 Pounder gun there for McBain. Osman on the way for Orangepest. Not what I'd recommend here. Like, I'd probably even recommend like another Panther 4 here on Osman at the moment. We'll have to see if it works out, but I'm not super sold on that one. I am not sold on that. More 6 Pounder guns there for McBain. McBain also, I think, should consider more infantry. Need to fix up the Stuke. There you go, second 6 Pounder gun from McBain. Machine gun up north. Stuke up in the Vanton tank, misses. Austin going for the section. Penfold shoots, misses. Vanton tank moving up here. Close to that TF and the ace on that one. Quite the chance here for Orangepest to knock out. There you go, does hit the ace level. What's McBain planning for next? Another Churchill tank. That'd be definitely dangerous for Orangepest.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Seasonal Southern point here with the Grenadiers. Another pack there for Orangepest. Ace Vickers up in the section. The south got the Grenadiers on the fire from the Valentine tank. Panther Force moving towards the center, going for the section. Almost got the section. There you go. Stu goes to charging ahead. Need to be careful. Stu firing at the tank gun, not the Churchill tank. Panther 4 lost his main gun. Oh dear. Trying to blitz away. Looks like he's going to manage it. Got the Panther tank flanking up. Looking pretty bad. Need to get the Panther 4 out there. Scheiße. Ostwind down. He should have gone for another Stug. No, an Ostwind. And he loses the Stug as well. Nice damages. 2 heavily damaged Panther 4s here. Vickers clearing up here the advancing anti-tank guns. That's something there for Orangepest, but the situation is, I think, is deteriorating fast. So he's got no way of really seriously damaging the Churchill tank now, because both those Panther 4s are not in condition to fight it, and even then they have like a pretty weak chance of penetrating it consistently enough. So right now, those are some serious losses there for Orangepest. Can he get at the Churchill tank? He's actually closing with the Pack 40. Meanwhile, McBain is not far off from going for another Churchill tank. Choose being hosted with the Vickers in the center. Panther 4 moving in. He's raising it forward until he called in on the Vickers. Even as the Sappers are being annihilated. Got the Valentine tank. Is he willing to risk the Panther 4 against the Churchill tank? Seems like it. But there's still an anti-tank here ready. And there you go. Disengaged with the Panther 4. Almost got it, but didn't. And he lost the Vickers. There you go, another Churchill tank there from McBain for the British Army. Orangepest going for another Panzer IV. He also needs more Pioneers, like just one Pioneer squad to fix like 2 heavily damaged Panzer IVs is not going to be enough. And particularly not when he has a 3rd Panzer IV, like just, that is definitely not going to cut it. Meanwhile here, McBain hard work, there was Sappers even as being forced fixing up here the Churchill tank, which is close to the ace level. Time is running out here for Orangepest. Shot fire. Panther 4 racing ahead here for Orangepest. Good hit on the 6-pounder gun. Good hit on the 6-pounder gun.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
And destroyed. Shot bounced.
Ready to plaster a target.
There you go, Panther 4, and there goes 2nd Churchill tank out. Things just got dangerous there for Orangepest. Very dangerous.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to take one
More Pioneers on the way for him. Fixing up the Panther 4, they're almost good to go.
Churchill here. Where do you want us? Heavy tank ready. Heavy tank reporting.
Troops heading northwards. Fixing up the Panther 4.
Threatening a capture point.
About 2 Panther 4's the Churchill tank. Pretty unfavourable there, I think, for Orangepest. 6-pounder gun in particular backing up here. Ooh, got lucky there. Got a bounce. Almost got there, but 2 Churchill tanks good to go here. This Orangepest Panther 4 moving up and gaining the sections. Tearing them apart with the Panther 4 fire. Seems like McBain is soon ready to unleash the full armoured might of the British Empire here upon Orangepest.
Infantry tank ready to go. Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Ace level there, Churchill tank, Panther 4 down to half health. And Panther 4 out. Is not able to deal with all that. And now we got the Ace Churchill tank charging straight ahead here at Orangepest. Shot bounced. More bounces there. Let's see if I call him McBain here against Orangepest. Panther 4's almost getting knocked out here. Actually firing down the Panther 4, or the Pack 40 there. Churchill tanks just keep bouncing shots from the Panther 4. They just can't penetrate the armor consistently enough. Down to half health from the Panther 4, and there you go. GG, game over. Loss for Orangepest, a loss for the German army, victory for the Commonwealth. A brutal fight here in the end. Orangepest, I feel like, got a bit. A should have gone for a mortar. In this regard, his force composition I think was a bit lacking. And he also should have gone for more than one Stug. I think had he done that, combined with some better tactics, I think you've got a good chance of winning the match here. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family. But don't tell enemies. This is Pro Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope you all tomorrow again for another episode.